A Ruben says your sister has his sister has a birthday party tonight, and you have chips, cake, and candy. I'm going home now. Oh, I'm already home. Right. Welcome, driver. Open the doors. Allow the passengers to board this service to Munich Tief. You can then depart when you're ready. So let's open the doors. Let's make sure the lights are on. Good. Put some sound on. And then remember that all the setup I did, I totally forgot to actually apply the cab, but I took a screenshot for this. And then remember that I forgot to copy it in. Right. Hold on a second. Oh dear, oh dear. All the setup in the world, and it's still not enough. I need to find a way of simplifying this. Too much to go wrong. That looks like it there. That over here. BR440. Right, now just to make my life easy, I've got to kill that. Bring it back up. Before I open that. Is it time to go? It is time to go. In which case, I'm just going to pause that, folks, while I just finish off getting my background set up. That one goes in there, that goes in there, that goes up there, and has a cab image. Woohoo. Let's get the map working again. And the speedometer, I just did the map again. That's not what I wanted to gauge, that's what I wanted. That can go in there. And now I need to do that one. That one. And down here somewhere. That one! Hey, I'm in the cab. Right. I think we can get on now. PCB and CIFA. So it's a combined handle style of loco control. Better. Oh, hang on. I've restarted this. I haven't reset the service. Start the server. Ugh. I need to find a way of making there be less bits and nuts and bolts to this stream. Right, hopefully that will start working in a moment. There we go. All the screens are updating. We should be. Hey! Right, we're in restricted monitoring. We have a green light, which means I'm going to release restricted monitoring, and we can proceed up to 100 kilometers per hour. Horn. Better. Wenzel is our next stop. Hey, it's Joe the Fish. Welcome, Joe. Cab. We've also got day version. This is the day version, and you've got night version on the cab, including the screens. Another green. We'll look around outside again once we get stopped at Gwobenzellen. Yet more pronunciations that I'm butchering. But it's what we've come to expect when I speak a language that, well, basically any language, to be perfectly honest. coming in a bit on the late side. Messing about with rail driver doesn't help. IC3M going over there. Let's have a look around outside. This is the BR440. We ought to change that actually. Control Shift 5 to switch 4 and 5 to change to cycle the destination blind. BNSF, yes, delete local content will uninstall the game and then you just reinstall it in the normal way. Make sure you've backed up any custom changes or your own content that you've added, like routes and scenarios, because they won't get auto put back on. Poor Amarilyn. Trackmaster, yes, the BR440 came out today. Everyone give Amarilyn a little bit of sympathy, please. He lost a bunch of work when he tried to move Train Sim to a different folder and didn't go quite as well as he'd hoped. Right, we'll pull him back up to the 120 after my little bit of speeding back there. Oh, did that just changed to red right in front of me? What's going on? Yes, the passenger view is really good. I'll just show the passenger view in a minute. We're at Cocoa Beach. It didn't do what the tutorial said it would do, no. How often does that happen? BNSF dude! Is that Anthony? Have I got the right BNSF dude? Thanks for the follow, BNSF dude. Right, 120 speed limit. Oh, what keeps resetting the throttle? Oh, I'll keep touching the brake. Let's just not play with the brake. Nope, it's not that. Right, 120 and we're coming into Langweed. Well, that's okay then, BNSF dude. Welcome to the stream. Well, to have an independent brake for manual control of the air brakes, because it's a blended brake on the combined handle. It still allows you manual control over the air brakes, which is essentially what independent means in this case. Just about managing to get time back. Driving a bit crazy, but... Is it possible to create a tutorial of moving TS from one hard drive to another? I can do that. Let me make a note. Yep, I can do that. Does Raildriver come with the game on any occasion as a bundle? I believe Raildriver, if you buy the Raildriver from PI Engineering, I think they do a bundle including the game. It's more buying Raildriver to get the game rather than a bundle of the Raildriver with the game, because the Raildriver is significantly more expensive. Hey there, Nimmy boy, welcome. Right, we have an 80 limit coming up, so we're probably going to have some flashing green lights coming up in a minute. You're really running out of hard drive with all these releases. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh yes, the passenger view. I must apologise, I did forget. Dropping to 60 at the next signal. Acknowledge that. Right, 60, we're good through there. Huzzing is next. Oh, was something changed on Steam to where that's now no longer working? That's a pain, isn't it? That's a big pain. Is track IR on? It certainly is, Nimmy boy. I'm just sort of concentrating for a change, you know. Railroad, am I doing snows with steam locos? I certainly am. That cost me lots of time going through all that slowness. Passenger view. Gav T, the route map, we've got a second or two. This is Munich Augsburg. It's not particularly long, about 35 miles, I think, or thereabouts. Right. Lame is next. How can you make a reskin for a logo? I've avoided doing a tutorial like that because there's no way you can share it on Steam Workshop. Why not include more passenger views rather than... Because each one takes time to make. It takes about as much time to make a passenger view as it does to make a cab view. And it takes about as much time to make a cab view as it does to make the exterior of the logo. Just to broadly, it's not quite like that, but broadly it's about that kind of costing. So you can imagine that, you know, by the time you've got a loco, a cab, a passenger car, and an interior, the cost is going up quite significantly. So multiple passenger views don't come for free. Nimby Boy, next Twitch Plays Train Sim will probably be next week now. We do one of those a week. Amarillo, and I must admit, I mean, if you'd have asked me, that would have been exactly the instructions that I've given you, because I've done those steps, and that's exactly worked for me in the past, so I can only assume Steam has changed something. What day? It's usually Thursday at the moment. Thursday or Friday, normally, one of those two. There's no LZB on this train now. Which Twitch message is that, Flying Scotsman? Is that about missing videos? External view, absolutely. I should be able to go cinematic. Woo! I love the details on the bogies. Got to be very careful when you pronounce that. Very careful. Get into trouble otherwise. Right. I don't think anyone's going to thank me at the end of this run. Hey Ruben, it's a bit like that joke then, is it? That's lame. Stop killing my throttle. What's killing my throttle is that the rail driver is still looking at the throttle, the proper throttle lever on the rail driver device. My script hasn't disabled it, so occasionally it's reading a value which is resetting it all the time. Whoops. Yeah, on Twitch Plays Train Sim, you use the chat commands to drive my game. It's chaos. Utter chaos. I think yesterday we did a Twitch Plays Train Sim, and I think out of about 8 stations, 2 of them got stopped at. Donnersbergerbrook. Green lights again. Yeah, all the timings on this scenario and the point allocation is really, really harsh. Never mind. The Germans do demand accuracy, timekeeping and precision, and it's not what this service offers. So, okay, yes, this is the first one. This is the s-bahn service. 3 stations left. We might just make a bronze. Messing about at the beginning of the scenario, fixing rail drivers and cab views and things like that wasn't a good idea. What you'll find in BNSF is that the interior used for the passenger view is much higher definition than the interior used in this external view. So you'll notice that, I mean, there's passengers in here, but if you look down here, the seats are much simpler, the texturing and so forth, whereas if you look in the actual passenger view, I don't know, but there is more detail generally in these passenger views, and that's why, see, you model a lower def version of the passenger view in the exterior model, and then you put a high def passenger view specifically modelled. Well, we have the Bournes. As long as you don't lose 12 points. I'm not going to guarantee that I won't lose 12 points. Not going down a fierce hill like this anyway. Right, come to a stop. Norman, unfortunately, the stations have all been marked as not tickable. And it's because when you're making a route, once you place assets, you don't want to touch them, so they go into and they change them so that they can't be moved again, so that you don't accidentally move them. Makes it a lot easier for route building. .60 grade as we come down here, or 60 limit, sorry, as we come down here. Munich Underground. How do you know how to make track gradients so smooth? BNSF, did you watch my model railway tutorial? Because I did gradient smoothing on that. There's just a tool in the route editor which smooths the grades right out. So that's the first scenario, This is s-bahn service, Munich Augsburg, BR440. Mine simulated the smooth gradient can smooth any gradient, and it'll make it smooth. Right, all passenger stops completed without any issues. How did I do? 663. I guess that hopefully gets me a bronze. No, it doesn't even get me a bronze. They even pushed the medals right up. Wow, harsh. Harsh, I tells you. Right. That one's an easy scenario. Okay, so let's do the medium scenario at 50 minutes. That's not going to be too bad, is it?